keep your eyes open or closed for this, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. I'll close my eyes. So I'm going to take a nice deep breath in, fill your lungs on the inhale. And then a nice deep breath out. So we're beginning to breathe in and out through the nose now. Inhale. And exhale. And now with your next inhale, bring your shoulders up by your ears. And exhale, roll them back and down. One more time. Inhale in. And exhale, roll. Now on your next breath, we're going to slowly bring the arms overhead. And then press the palms away from you. Exhale down. Two more times, just like this. Inhale in. And exhale down. Slowly open your eyes. We'll keep the right hand down and we'll take a side body stretch. Left arm reaching up and overhead. Make sure you press down through your left sits bone so you can feel that stretch come all the way into your left side body. Take a deep breath in and out. We'll slowly change. Rising up through center and up and over. We'll take it into side two. Press down through the right side body and through that right sits bone. Feel that stretch expanding into the right rib cage. Take another deep breath in here. And then we'll slowly rise. From there, we'll head right into a little spinal twist. So bring your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand plants behind you. You're going to lift up nice and tall with your inhale. And then from your heart center, just gently twist. And shift your gaze over that right side. Good, we'll stay here for another round of breathing. Inhale, grow taller. And exhale with the option to twist a little deeper if it's available. Perhaps your gaze shifts a little further behind you. And we'll slowly come back through center and we'll go right into side two. Right hand lifted, left hand plants. Use your inhale to grow nice and tall. And from the heart center, we'll twist. Another breath here. And exhale, maybe taking a bit deeper. And slowly unwind. From there, we're going to head into a tabletop position. So we'll plant the palms. And just like a table, you want to have some angles here. So stack your shoulders directly above your wrists and spread your fingers nice and wide. You always want to protect your wrists by really spreading the fingers and then pressing them with power into the mat. Now from there, make sure that your hips are directly above your knees and relax the top of your feet down. We're going to take some cat-cow, very popular duo of poses. First, drop your belly. And then lift your gaze, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, round your spine like a cat. Gently guiding your chin towards your chest. And just move with the breath here with your inhale, lifting, feeling that compression through the spinal column. And then with your exhale, rounding, feeling that expansion. Move a few times through on your own here. One breath, one motion, make it feel good. And that's the thing. In yoga, especially when we're just starting off, don't worry so much about what you look like. Instead, really try to feel it in the body and make sure it feels good. You always want to explore little adjustments you can make. Let's go one more round of each here. So you're always moving from a place of comfort. Nice job. From there, we'll meet back where we started. You can gently wag the hips side to side a few times. And we're going to prepare for our first downward facing dog. So basically, tabletop is a great place to start because from here, we're just going to tuck the toes, maybe step the feet back a little bit, and then press your chest up and back towards your thighs. Good, so you'll notice we can come in and out of these two poses. So tabletop, tuck the toes, and then press up and back, lift your hips down, dog. Now your body's going to make an upside down V shape. You can pedal the feet out here. It's a nice hamstring stretch, so just breathe into it, take a couple breaths to move organically. Your body knows what it wants and where it needs to go to feel good. So take a couple breaths to explore. But a few things to note as you move. So again, equal weight through both hands and really spreading your fingers wide. Don't worry about how close or far your heels are from the mat. Over time, you'll gain flexibility in this full body stretch. Good. So take a nice deep breath in. and down. Good. Let's move a little bit with the breath. So with your inhale, lift high onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, press your heels down. Twice more through. Inhale in. And exhale, press. One more. Good. And then we'll lower back down into tabletop pose. From there, we're going to try plank pose. So plank pose is essentially the top of a push-up. And a good way to determine where your hands and feet should go is being able to move back and forth between plank and downward dog. So let's try that out. We'll come back into our down dog as you're ready. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to take a break in between. And then from your dog, look forward up between the fingers and then slowly pull your upper body forward so that your shoulders are directly above your wrists. Now sometimes we might need to make a little adjustment through the hands or feet, so make any adjustments you need to, and then let's test that theory out. So lift your hips nice and high, come up and back down dog, and then nice and slow we'll pull forward, plank pose. Good, one more time, here we go. Up and back we'll lift, and then pulling forward, this time we're gonna hold. Now what often happens in plank is a dipping down of the hips. So you'll see that I have a curve in my lumbar spine or my low back, and we want to avoid that. So we actually want to lift the hips pretty high here and activate through the core. Now if this is a lot for you, no worries, try dropping one knee down. That way you'll still get the added strengthening effect of the pose, but you're taking pressure off so you can feel that proper alignment. And then you can just switch sides so that you're balancing both sides out. Good. From there, as you're ready, we'll just drop right back down into our tabletop pose. Now I'll show you a resting pose from here that you can come to any time throughout your yoga practice, and that's child's pose. So you just want to bring your big toes together and spread your knees apart. Now the closer that we bring the knees together, the gentler the hip stretch. The further apart, the more you'll feel the hip opening. So find that place that works for you, and then walk the hands forward. We'll just take a few breaths in and out, gently relaxing the head down. Maybe your forehead touches the mat, and then just get back to your breath. Breath here. All right, from there, as you're ready, we're going to come back into our downward dog. So plant your palms, tuck your toes, and lift your hips. All right, now from your downward facing dog, look up between your hands. We're going to take a little walk all the way into our first forward fold. Now for our first forward fold, bring your feet directly beneath your hips. Let your head hang heavy like the crown of your head was magnetized towards the mat. And then notice the hamstrings. I'm sure they're talking to you a bit. So just bend your knees slightly if you need to take the pressure off. And then from there, perhaps we grab opposite elbows and we can sway it out side to side. Feeling a nice little release in your lower back and a nice gentle stretch through the hamstrings. Don't forget to breathe here. Breathing is key. Nice deep breathing will help to relax the body so you can enjoy a safer, deeper stretch. Let's take another breath here. Good. And then from there, slowly release the hands down. We're actually going to heel toe the feet all the way to touch now. And then keeping the legs strong, we're just going to round up slowly all the way to standing. And as you arrive, take your arms up overhead. And then gently guide your hands to heart center. And take a nice deep breath in and out. Awesome job. So now we're going to add on to our flow a little bit. We're going to break down a sun salutation. Now a sun salutation is a series of poses that we link together using our breath. One breath, one motion. These are very common. You'll find these in many of your vinyasa yoga style classes. So we're going to go nice and slow. We're going to break down each pose individually. So let's get started. We're going to come back to our mat. This time bring your feet hip width distance apart if they're not already. We're going to start in Tadasana, taking the arms up overhead. And then we'll swan dive, bring your arms out to the side, lead with your heart as you hinge from the hips. And then from your fold, we'll take a halfway lift. So for this, you want to press your hands into your shins or into your thighs. So just avoid the knees here. So you can get a nice, flat, elongated spine as if you could set a tray on it. Gaze is straight down, and then fold once more. Good. From there, we'll plant the palms, and we're going to step the feet back to our plank pose. So we're in high plank. Remember, for our chaturanga. I'll show you one first, and then you decide how you want to modify. So for chaturanga push-ups, we want to hug our elbows in tight to the side body as we lower down nice and slow. We pause when the shoulders are directly in line with the elbows. Good. So I'll press back up, and now I'll show you with one knee down. We still have a really strong core here. And then as we lower, same thing, hug those elbows in and lift. We'll lift that right leg, drop your left knee down. Let's go for side 2. Good. From there, we'll press up and back to our downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. Now from our down dog, we're going to look up between the hands and we're going to walk the feet back into our forward fold. Take a halfway lift as you arrive. Inhale, get that flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reverse swan dive, arms up. Hands through heart center. Take a breath. I always like to think of my sun salutations as my opportunity to really check back in with my deep, steady breathing. So take that opportunity now, and we'll go through it again. We'll add on a couple poses. Arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Halfway lift on the inhale.